pals, LanturnJoe here, and welcome to the Pokémon Home Transfer Lab, a series on my channel where I tell you guys how to transfer Pokemon from previous gens of Pokemon games to the newest gens of Pokemon games. But today we are talking about the mobile generation of games. I'm talking about Pokemon Go. Now there are two ways to transfer Pokemon from Pokemon Go to Pokemon Sword and Shield. They both contain Pokemon Home, but, it's different ways of doing it. So the first way of doing it is via Let's Go. Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu, the 7th generation of games. Now to do this, what you want to do is, on your Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu game, you want to go and enter the pause menu with the X button, then press the Y button. Then go to Pokemon Go settings. When you connect your Pokemon Let's Go Eevee or Let's Go Pikachu with Pokemon Go, your game-specific user ID and your data about your game will be transferred to Pokemon Go. Would you like to pair your game with Pokemon Go? Yes, I would. Searching for a Pokemon Go account. Now, what you want to do on your phone, if I can set up my screen recorder on my phone, is go into your Pokemon Go app. Let it load up, and then when it loads up, go to the settings menu. My app is loading up. Hang on, give it a sec. Okay, there we go. It is all loaded up. So we want to go to the settings menu. And we want to go to Nintendo Switch. And we want to go to Connect to Nintendo Switch. And this takes a bit of... this will take some time. May take a little bit of time for your Pokemon Go account and your Pokemon Let's Go account to find each other. But they should be able to find each other decently quickly. Hopefully. LanturnJoe account has been found. Do you want to pair with that account? Yes, I do. Pairing complete. You are now connected with LanturnJoe's Pokemon Go account. And you can transfer Pokemon from Pokemon Go via visiting the Go Park complex in Fuchsia City. And that's where I am right now, in the game. This is the Pokemon Go Park Complex in Fuchsia City. Welcome to the Pokemon Go Park Complex. What would you like to do? I would like to bring Pokemon. I want to go to Park 3. There are 20 parks you can go to. Each of them can store 50 Pokemon. And it is from the original 150 free Pokemon that can be found in Pokemon Go. So that includes Meltan and Melmetal, as well as the original 151 Kanto-Orion Pokemon. So I'm going to pick Go Park 3. And I can bring 50 Pokemon here, but I'm not going to. I'm going to bring like 2, if that. So in Go, what we want to do is pick on Pokemon, and we want to find Pokemon that we can transfer to Pokemon Let's Go. Now I just caught an Eevee a few minutes back in my Pokemon Go account, and I should be able to transfer that Eevee to I should be able to transfer the Eevee to... Let's Go. If I can figure out how to do it. Maybe it's in settings. So I'm connected to my Switch. Get a Pokemon. Ah, there we go. So just click on the Switch. Ah, there we go. So click on the Switch and it will tell me which Pokemon I can transfer. And I can click on the Eevee and the Seal. That I've caught. And we can say, oh, we'll send a Venonat too. We have a Venonat there. We'll send them. Transfer 3 Pokemon. And on the Switch, on my mobile it says, do you want to transfer 3 Pokemon to your Nintendo Switch? After you're done, this action cannot be undone. Okay. Just, you know, all the things that you want to know, the terms and conditions and stuff like that, private policies. But just click on yes. And click on OK. So do not allow your phone to go into sleep mode whilst you're doing this. And now it is transferred. It is searching for Nintendo Switch. Hopefully it will find my Switch. Also, it doesn't... If it says if your Switch goes into sleep mode, it will also not work. So make sure your Switch and your phone do not go into sleep mode. So this is not the time to be locking your keypad. Right, I'm going to make a cut, and I will be back when these two have actually connected to each other. Oh wait, no, it's okay. It's now. I don't need to make a cut then, because I was just about to stop recording, and now it is. Yeah, it's found my account. Yep, I want to receive Pokemon. What do you mean an error has occurred? Retry. Some kind of error occurred. I don't know what, but they stopped. They found each other, and then some kind of error occurred. I'm not sure what the hell happened there. Right, they found each other again. There we go. You bought 3 Pokemon. Why don't you go and look for them in Pokemon Go Park 3? So, that is us done in Pokemon Go, but when we do send Pokemon from Pokemon Go to Let's Go, we do get some experience in Pokemon Go, and it allows us to open the Meltan box. So if you want to, you can open the Meltan box every week, but that allows you to open the Meltan box, you know, early. So now I have my Pokemon in Pokemon Let's Go. Oh, so I could stop my mobile recording there for the moment in time. I will be back with you in a minute, Let's Go, because there are things I want to do on you later. So now we have Pokemon in Pokemon Let's Go. What we want to do is want to go to Enter Go Park. And then we want to go to where we just put Pokemon, which is Go Park 3. And find the Pokemon that we caught. So somewhere in here is my Eevee, my seal and my Venonat that I sent over. It's easy to find more Pokemon when you send more Pokemon. Ah, there they are. They're all here. And I can just run into them and I can press catch. If you catch a Pokemon in Pokemon Go Park, the Pokemon's information will be changed from its Pokemon Go information. Is that okay? Yes, that is okay. And this is my Venonat in Pokemon Go. I am very bad at doing this, but... Nice! Got a nice! 1, 2, LanturnJoe. Yeah! Caught the Venonat. There we go, we took the Venonat away in the back. Now I want to catch the Eevee. I do want to catch the Eevee last because I know the Eevee can actually come with me to Sword and Shield. As for the other ones, I'm not sure. I don't think Seal and Venonat are still in the decks yet. They might be. I think Venonat is. I'm not sure about Seal. But there we go. We have the Seal. So we took the Seal away in the bag. And there's my little, and there's a little Eevee. It's actually really small. Eevee has appeared in Pokemon Go Park. There we go, got it, great. 1, 2, LanturnJoe. Oh, come on. You know the system. I said LanturnJoe. That's the system. You do the system when I say the system. Shush phone. Shush phone. Fine. Do you want to... Shush phone. You know what? There we go. Shush phone. Do you want a berry? Would that make you better? Would that make you happier? Because I can give you a berry. Here, have a golden raspberry. Makes Pokemon really easy to catch. There we go. A great and a golden raspberry. Stop doing that, Eevee! One, 2, LanturnJoe. Eevee! God damn it, Eevee! I gave you a golden raz and everything. You still don't want to come with me. You come. Fine. Here's another golden raz. Come with me. These are things that are really expensive though. So I really don't want to use that many of them. 1, 2, 3. Come on, Eevee! I'm very bad at catching mons. There we go, finally! Took about 4 balls and a nice and 2 golden raspberries and still wouldn't catch, but I got him. That's my first time getting Eevee in Let's Go? Oh, okay. So there we go. That is catching Pokemon. So now I can save by pressing the X button. Save my progress. And then I can return to front desk. And then I'm going to save my game one last time. And we are done in Pokemon. We are done with Pokemon Let's Go right now. So, you can close your Pokemon Let's Go game. And now enter Pokemon Home. I just realised I don't actually have my Sword and Shield game with me right now. Let me go and grab that. Just a sec. There we go. Enter Pokemon Home. Let it log in. I agree to these things. Just let me agree. No one reads these darn things. No one reads terms and conditions. You just agree to them and that's it. That's all you need to do. Right, so Pokemon. In here, and we want to connect to our Let's Go Pikachu game. And we want to find the Pokemon we just caught, which should be at the very bottom of the box. Just can't remember where they should be. Which box are they in? There they are. At the very bottom of the box, and there is my Eevee. There is the Seal. And there is the Venonat. So now we are done with connecting to there. And now we need our Pokemon Sword and Shield game. So let me input my Pokemon Sword and Shield game into the into my Switch. And now change over to my Pokemon Sword game, and it should hopefully notice that I have these. Yeah, so Venonat and judging by what I've just found out, Venonat and Seal are not in the Sword and Shield decks still. Even with the Crown Tundra update, they are still not in the game. because as we can see, they have a X over them. So I'm going to find a box for Eevee to go into. If you save a Pokemon with a question mark box, it will not be able to return to other games. That is fine. You got a Pokemon with a question mark box on it. If you save, you'll find a number of games that this Pokemon can go into. Yes, I am fine with this. And though that is just one way you can transfer Pokemon from Pokemon Go to Pokemon to Pokemon Sword and Shield via Let's Go. That is one way you can do it. The other way you can do it has just recently came out, and we'll do this now. Now, if your train is just recently came out, it's just recently released, and then it basically started at trainer level 40, and then has actually got down to now where anyone can do it. It is now at a level where anyone can do this. And it actually got there in between it released on Wednesday, it released on Wednesday this week, which was, I'm recording this on the 14th, my channel's birthday. It was on Wednesday the 11th of November. Basically, it released, and it started with trainers level 40 and just patiently got down very quickly over the time to where it is now, whereas any trainer can do it at all. Doesn't matter what your level is in Pokemon Go, you can transfer Pokemon from Pokemon Go to Pokemon Home and then onto Sword and Shield if they're capable of it easily. On your Switch, you'll find the Pokemon Go option. Checking for Pokemon Go. Oh no, Pokemon fan. Okay. Right. Let me do this properly then. So on your Pokemon, on your mobile, back in Pokemon Go. What you want to do is you want to have your game connected to your Pokemon Home account. It has to be the exact same home account that you're connected to on your Switch. It has to be the exact same, otherwise they won't see each other. And to do that, you need to go to Options, and there should be an option called Pokemon Home. And in the Pokemon Home option, what you want to do is you want to press Send Pokemon. You'll need to charge the Pokemon Go Transporter to transfer Pokemon from Pokemon Go to Pokemon Home. The amount of energy needed will depend on the Pokemon. There is a conversion table which I will link down in the description below. Basically what it shows is normal Pokemon and what their cost is. A normal Pokemon will only cost you won't cost you a lot, and you'll be able to take that rather easily, so you can send a lot of normal Pokemon rather easily. If you want to send shiny Pokemon, that's going to cost you more energy. If you want to send Pokemon with a high CP, that's going to cost you more. If you want to send Mythicals, that's going to cost you quite a bit. Actually, it's going to cost you, I think it's like 6,000 to send a Mythical. And of course, if it's a shiny Mythical, that's 8 grand. You've got 10, it's got 10 grand worth of unit. 10 grand worth of units. So 10 grand worth of energy. So, and that refreshes every week. And if you want to send a legendary, that will cost you 7,000. But if you want a shiny legendary, I think it's 9,000. So you'll be only able to send one of those per week. So we want to press continue. And we want to find a Pokemon. I want to show a Pokemon that I know that I can come over to Sword and Shield rather easily, and is a Pokemon that is not in the Kanto Index, because I could have done this by Let's Go if that's the case. So let's choose this Chinchow. I have a Chinchow in my box. I want to choose my Chinchow. And we'll choose a Milk Tank too. Okay. So we've got a Chinchow and a Milk Tank. And we want to click Next. As we can see, the Chinchow and the Milk Tank don't cost me a lot of energy to do. I don't have any like shiny legendaries or shiny mythicals. I don't do raid battles. Literally, I don't do raids. I tried it like once and I got my arse whooped and I thought to myself, never again. So, I'm not that guy. What you can do with this game though, if you wanted to, you can charge your Pokemon Home Energy really. You can charge your Pokemon Transporter Energy really quickly by paying Pokecoins. I believe 1,000 Pokecoins will charge your energy. So 1,000 Pokecoins charges your energy. It charges it the entire way. So if you want to do that, it is doable, but it costs. That's kind of a bit of money. So I wouldn't suggest it. But like, if you're one of those people who's okay with putting money into things like Pokemon Go, then do it. I'm not okay with that. I don't have a lot of money to begin with, so I don't do it. But if you want to do that, that's perfectly fine. Anyway, I'm going to go click on Transport now. It also gives us candy, so I got one Chinchow candy and one Milk Tank candy from that, so I guess that really helps you in Pokemon Go as well. So now we have sent those Pokemon to Pokemon Home. And that is all from Pokemon Go. So let's close out of Pokemon. Let's stop my recording. And close out of that. Close out my phone. Now in Pokemon Switch, what you want to do is you want to click on the Go option. And now it's going to connect to my Pokemon Go account. And there we go. It sees I have a Chinchow and a Milk Tank. I want to click on Receive. There we go. Pokemon received successfully. And then again, we want to connect to our Pokemon Sword game. And we want to find our new Pokemon. And that we just transferred over. Where are they? I guess we want to go to newest 30 and see if we can find them. There we go. As we can see, these Pokemon have a G on them to represent the fact that they came from Go. Oh. Level is determined by CP as well, and the stats you get are based on the stats that they see in Pokemon Go. So the stats you see in Pokemon Go is your is your HP, attack, and defense. Those are the 3 stats you see in Pokemon Go. Everything else is everything else is based on that. So it splits them in the... so if you have a good attack, it splits it in the middle, and there you go, you get your special attack, and yet your special defense via your defense method. Your defense. Speed is always random. It picks it randomly. It also picks your nature randomly, and of course your ability randomly. It's all random. Because again, Pokemon Go doesn't work with things like natures and abilities. So there we go, we can put that in the box. And we are done. And that is us done with Pokemon Home. Now let's go into Pokemon Sword. Now the things that can't transfer over from Pokemon Go to Pokemon Home are any Pokemon that contain any item of clothing except for the hat Pikachus that are already available. So if you've caught like the new World Event, the new Pokemon World's hat, the new World Hat Pikachu in Pokemon Go, you can transfer that over. It works. You can transfer that particular Pokemon over. But but like Wizard Hat Pikachu, no, can't transfer that over. It doesn't exist. Or any other Pokemon that has that has clothing on. So like your Gengar with zippers, nope, you cannot have that over. You cannot have that over. That will have to stay in Pokemon Go. So if we look at Pokemon, I think it's box 31. There is my Chinchow. There is my Chinchow, and we can see with the little G, it came from Pokemon Go. This Chinchow's Eliminate for the ability. We can see its stats. We can see its moveset. It's randomly picked depending on its level. And then level is based on CP. And we can see that this Pokemon has a naughty nature. It seems to have travelled across space and time to join me from Pokemon Go. It loves to eat. And here is the Eevee that we got from Let's Go. Because it's transferred by... Oh, it also has the G. So it'll also have the G because it was transferred from Let's Go. This one has adaptability for an ability. It has a naughty nature and says it seems to have travelled across space and time to join me from Pokemon Go. It's mysterious. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is how to transfer your... You've seen these Pokemon before. You don't need to... I don't need to show you them in battle or in camp. You've seen what these look like. But that's how you transfer Pokemon from Pokemon Go to Pokemon Let's Go to Pokemon Sword and Shield, and from Pokemon Go to Pokemon Sword and Shield via Pokemon Home. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more. But this is probably going to be the end of the Pokemon Transfer Lab for this, because I've done them all. You know, I've shown you, in every generation, I have shown you how to get your Pokemon from previous generations. Until they release a brand new generation of Pokemon, the Transfer Lab can probably go on hold for a bit. It doesn't need to be a series anymore. So that is the end of this series for the moment in time. But if they release a 9th generation or Gen 4 remakes, I gotta make a new video. But until those days, thank you for enjoying the Pokemon Home Transfer Lab. But until next time, I'm LanturnJoe. Read the Pokemon get to Lazar. Everybody get Pokemon. Awooga! Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please leave a like, comment and subscribe for more videos. And of course you can ring the bell and you'll be notified first when those videos come out. You can follow me on Twitter at LanturnJoe, where you'll get news, thoughts and opinions from me, Joe, and the rest of the Lantern Nation. And of course, if you're a fan of this sort of thing, then you might like Power Zone Metal, a radio show presented by me and my brother Dan, aka the Gentleman of Metal. You can find out more information about that on powerzonemetal.uk. And of course, if you want to watch more videos, you can watch them by clicking in the top right and top left hand corner of this here end card. And of course, until next time, from me, Joe, and from the rest of the Lantern Nation, we'll see you again.